How's it going, everyone? It's Liam Carlson here with another episode of Supernatural. We're on episode number 4 of season 10. Now, that next episode, episode 5, I believe that is going to be episode 200. So I'll be pretty much excited to see what will unfold there. So yeah, but let's focus on the present right now, because it will be very interesting going into this episode. Obviously, Dean has kind of been cured of the demon in him, I guess. Like I said, kind of, because I do expect there's going to still be ramifications, especially with the mark still on him. So I don't think we're completely out of the woods. Obviously, dealing with his demon self is going to be put on pause, I guess, for the time being, but yeah, that's like I said, I do expect some kind of ramifications to unfold at some point during the season. We've still got a long way to go, so yeah, but it was very tense stuff, like especially towards the end once Dean got out, so yeah, but all is good-ish for the time being. So shall be very interesting to step into this episode. So yeah, and even Cass has restored grace in him, so I guess a double win ish. Like I said, Dean I'm still cautious about, but hey ho. Why don't we get into this episode of Supernatural, episode 4 of season 10. Let's go. Durham, place I'm familiar with. Not in the US though. Why does that guy look kind of like Ryan Reynolds?
Girl after my own heart.
Could say that again. Yeah. Oof. Famous last words. Well, not exactly girl after my own heart.
Killed. And you sprain your friggin' elbow?
Dude, it's funny because me and Kevin, funny story.
What? That sling come with a slice of crybaby pie on the side? I need this.
He needs to take his mind off things. Just relaxing isn't doing it.
If things go sideways, I mean like an inch, you gotta give me the heads up.
Done.
He just needs a distraction. This is not a distraction. This is just, yeah. As much as we like, Sam wants that beach episode. Dean needs to be involved.
Oh well, where do we start? What with logging,
Ice caps,
Bitcoin, yeah. Obama.
Oh my god.
You know what? Maybe you could walk us through the attacks.
I'm just saying that crazy might not be half as crazy as you think.
Hey.
So if someone were to tell you they saw a ghost, you believe that?
Did you see a ghost?
Just assume we believe everything.
Yeah.
There, she was eaten. She's a freaking ghost.
Well, there we go. It's like some time since we've done a bit of ghost busting. But we know wolves are involved. Jesus. Yeah, she likes a chicken, at least. Hey. Could go to KFC, but... wait.
Kate?
I was gonna say! From that Bitten episode, I think it was called?
I was on my own. I evolved.
So that's what you call killing innocent people?
Unless she's
Whatever you
covering.
Just do it.
She's covering.
Can't get a murder on it and get back here before.
She's covering.
She did it.
Look, I don't know, man, but as far as I'm concerned...
Oh, there we go.
Damn it!
Yep, damn it!
All right, if she's not ice... Don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to start anything either. Okay, I'm just saying.
He's just putting the walls up.
We ought to talk about that.
Okay, except there's nothing to talk about.
He's just trying to find a. He's just trying to like reverb this onto Sam. Sam's like,
You know, between Lester and the others.
There weren't others.
Okay, either way.
he's really
Maybe
trying.
At that time off.
Hey. It's over.
Oh God! Please. Don't
Well,
let
this
me
is
do anything you want.
awkward.
Where's Kate?
Who? Don't! She's my sister.
Oh. Well, it just got a bit more awkward, I guess. Oh shit! But I'm guessing she's the one that's committing these kills. Makes sense why she would be covering for a sister.
Kate? If this wasn't you,
That's a big if.
Alright.
then who was it? Your sister?
Yeah.
Did your sister do this, Kate?
No more lies.
I eat what I can find. What people won't miss, hopefully. Small game, deer. I meditate.
Something that is not
Yoga.
going to cause any kind of major concern.
Okay.
Concern, but
You
still.
laugh. Oh, one day I saw a posting on my sister's Facebook page. Tasha had been in a really bad car accident.
Oh, and
Doctors
that's
didn't think she was gonna make
oh.
it. We were always so close.
Shit. It's tragic because she made her into a wolf to save her life. Really. It's going to be this whole conflict on, was it better to make me a wolf and have me survive, or was it better to let me die and leave me that kind of dignity in a sense? Because obviously with all of these deaths piling up, I mean, she's going to be a wanted person, isn't she? Is Tasha, so... Oh, it's sticky, it's complicated, it's awkward, it's... Ah!
If I turned Tasha into a werewolf,
She'd
it would
survive.
heal her wounds, save her life, give her a second chance. So,
Might not have been the
I
best move to make,
the
but
unthinkable.
she didn't know what she would do.
It was all just an act to protect Tasha.
she's family,
It's this whole
And,
situation
yeah.
of,
worth eating a bullet for.
you know, was it worth
And
it?
she needs...
Dude, what are you doing? There is no cure.
There's one.
Dean, it's a little more
Oh,
complicated
come on.
Sure, monsters. Okay, last I checked, we kill monsters.
than that. Right.
We're doing this dance again?
We're fighting for her sister.
That note, Crowley, everything.
Just reflecting on your demon self.
I was a demon? Oh, thanks. I didn't realize.
Oh, he's using that on Sam. Wow.
Listen, I never even said thank you. So,
You don't ever have to say that.
Oh.
That's me.
Oh, this is the Winchester dynamic we love to see.
I should go in first. Explain all this.
Yeah.
sounds good.
Ah. Oh, that's gonna sting as well. Cause Silver.
You son of a bitch!
I can't believe my own sister betrayed me.
Yeah. Except she didn't.
You're not gonna shoot me.
Why's that?
Bolt.
Sam?
Ah, shit.
We're a new family.
Yeah, you're a regular psycho Brady bunch.
Hey, the boot fits, pal.
No!
I've always had crappy tasting guys.
Tasha, we could talk about this.
I don't think there's any talking.
Kill me. It's hard out.
Why Sam? It's because he's tall, you think he's got a bigger heart?
You don't have to do this.
No one's talking to you, Paul Bunyan.
The fuck?
I'm people like Mary Kate and Ashley out there. We're strong, Kate. We can go anywhere we want.
We could be
We
united
do
in a
anything we
day.
want. And if anyone gets in our way,
Yeah, she
you
can't
don't
go
have to
down
be
this
alone
path.
anymore.
You don't get to talk. In fact,
No, it's that you don't get to talk. Oh. There you go.
Well, welcome to the majors, boys.
Killer. There you go. She had to do what was best.
I'm sorry.
It's about getting back in the saddle. Okay, doing something good, not stewing in my own crap.
There you go.
What if you're not ready?
It's the best alternative for Dean. That's the sad thing.
I hear you. And I will.
Oh, we got to reunite because of her sister.
Because
Yeah.
See you around, kid.
I sure as hell hope not.
Yeah.
But I am just trying to do the right thing, man. Because I'm so sick and tired of doing the wrong one.
It's understandable. As well as what Dean had to say in regards to stewing in his own crap and all of that. You don't want to reflect. Because that's it, though. Like, when you have the beginning of this episode play out, Dean's itching to get back into the thick of things. It's a distraction. But it's also a way to try and compensate for what you've done as Demon. It's a way to try and right the wrongs. Especially becoming the very thing you hate so much. Because that's going to be definitely playing on his mind, and knowing he's done so much wrong. So, and you can understand Sam's concern. As I said, the boys could do with a beach episode. The problem is Dean doesn't see that. He needs to get into the fight. He needs to get erasing the mistakes with that pencil. So, because that makes him feel good. That makes him feel like being able to put the family motto into practice is very imperative now, more than it ever has been, I would say. Hunting monsters, saving people, the family business, that's more and more important now than I feel like for Dean, than it has ever been for these past 10 seasons. It's kind of sad, isn't it? Pretty, I guess, laid-back episode. Considering the fact that we've just had 3 episodes prior of tension, obviously, with Demon, and that last episode, obviously, trying to get Dean to be cured. I expect the next episode's going to be something big, considering it's episode 200. So it's a nice little break of things. And to be fair, I mean, the boys were warranted a beach episode anyways. So I joked about it in the last episode because, after, as a D&D player, I always find that there's always going to be the moment of a beach episode anytime that, the group has a, I say the group as if I'm a DM. I could never be that. But, anytime that, we've been involved in a dangerous world-ending scenario or anything like that, there's always going to be time for a beach episode. And I feel like with a very dangerous situation, and especially with Season 9 being as tough as it was for the brothers, that's why I joked, beach episode. And we kind of had, a little beach moment with Sam and Dean just chilling at the beginning. Even Dean cracking a joke about Sam's arm, which, he is back, definitely. So, yeah. I just love that, though, that, They didn't even take time for Jared to obviously heal his arm. They could have done that, but they wrote it in, obviously, to the story. So, yeah, but to be fair, I obviously, as I've mentioned, I heard Osric and Jared's. I put it as someone in. They mentioned it in the Patreon section, and I'm bound to probably going to get responses in the YouTube side of things when it comes to me posting Series 10 reactions onto YouTube. But I know that people mentioned it on Patreon, and I'm like, so basically, Jared got his arm in a sling because him and Osric were being dumbasses in layman's terms. I think that's what I basically put in the comment section. So yeah, but yeah, they were just chilling, both Dean and Sam, but you could see it was starting to bother Dean, and that was a very paramount subject to focus on through the duration of this episode. But also what was very, very pivotal in terms of the focus was obviously Kate and Tasha being a nice symmetry to Dean and Sam, especially when it came to like you could definitely see Kate, well, basically being in Sam's shoes, trying to lure the monstrous side of things away from her sister, to no avail. And obviously Sam and Cass, I guess, were successful, but it's not like they could talk Dean in, like, say that obviously similar methods in trying to, talk to a person that was applied to Demon. That wouldn't work. That wouldn't cut it. And you'd need something extreme to make sure that they would stop any kind of tyranny. Now, obviously, we didn't have anything detrimental when it came to Dean, but you could say that for Tasha. So, because obviously Cass didn't come in and booped her and cured her from her werewolfing. Funnily enough, obviously Dean said that he had a cure, and it was like, well, okay. But the cure was death, so yeah. It's just an elegant way of Dean putting it, but we did have that moment where obviously we've had occasions where there has been monsters who are not exactly dangerous, but still need putting down in Dean's perspective, because they are monsters at the end of the day. And always there has been this case, I feel, where we do challenge Dean's perspective. Take the whole fish taco situation, I guess. And you had those couple of people who weren't really doing anything. There was a rogue person that they needed to deal with, but the other two weren't problematic. But Dean was still very adamant on dealing with them. So yeah, and that was only like half a season ago. And, like I said, usually we would be challenging Dean. And whereas it's still a bit wrong to assume that, well, Kate needs to be dealt with, I feel like there is a lot more of a substance when it comes to Dean and his own, pardon the pun, but his own demons that he's faced. And we'll get to that in a moment, because it really plays on to, why Dean needs to be in the fight, and, just him in general in this episode. But for Kate and Tasha, it was great to see Kate return from, funnily enough, it was episode 4 of season 8, wasn't it? And it's episode 4 of season 10. So, but it was great to see Kate again. But also very, very sad, because last time we saw her, obviously through no fault of her own, she got turned, but ultimately she had to deal with someone she had connected with, and not in a, amicable way. And then, of course, we see her riding off into, riding off into the sunset, walking off into the, sauntering off into the sunset, yeah. And there was no sunset, but there was a kind of identical way of seeing her character depart to that episode. to the Bitten episode. So yeah, but again, there is someone that she was connected to, probably a lot more poignant, I would say, that she had to deal with, because she thought she could reconnect with her sister. But in reality, her sister died in that hospital bed. So, and it's just really, really sad. But again, I do definitely see the symmetry when it comes to Kate and Tasha's story. Kate very much in Sam's shoes. And Tasha being the one that's really, really unhinged. So, who didn't really want to be saved, because we heard in the last episode Dean very much go against Sam in regards to challenging him. Does it ever stop to think you that maybe I don't want to be saved? And here we are with Tasha, who's happy with who she is, even trying to convince Kate to drop this whole crusade against her, kind of like how Dean did to Sam. So yeah. And there was even the prospect that Sam might have to kill Dean. Like I said, thankfully it didn't go down that way, but sadly it did for Kate to Tasha. She didn't want to do what she had to do. And yeah, but it was really, really smart. Like I said, I feel like with this episode, obviously it's going to be a bit more of a low-key episode and something more simple, but I kind of expect that after the shit we've just had, like, for these past, 5 episodes. Next episode, we're bound to have a big episode, considering it's episode 200, so it's a nice chill episode, but it still has many layers to it because of the comparison to Kate and Tasha to Sam and Dean. So yeah, but I really, really did like it. So yeah, but it was really, really powerful stuff to see Dean reflect on him. I mean, there's going to be deflection and there's going to be focus about Lester and whatnot when it comes to Sam. But with Dean, he is embarrassed about himself. He even said it. He's made some bad decisions, and yeah, it makes sense. It makes sense that this is going to be a direction that makes him focus so much more now than ever to, do right things, do the right decision. So he wants to do good, and he realizes that there's been so much weight on his shoulders now that he has snapped back into reality. There is so much weight on his shoulders in regards to what he did as Demon, and even though it's only going to be a few months, there's still a lot that can happen, and it can still feel like an eternity. And not just that, though, but as I mentioned, he's the very thing that he became the very thing he hated. But also because the mark is still there, so it's kind of like there is gonna. I don't know if I'm stretching, but I would go as far to say it's not just trying to amend the wrongs that he did, and is trying to do good, do so many great things in regards to try and well, I wouldn't say undo the mistakes personally, but he's just trying to make sure that if anything, the good doesn't become outweighed by the bad. But it's also compensation as well, just in case he does snap again. I mean, there's going to be a way to deal with this, but for the time being, you just can't help but worry. So, yeah, but it was. It was really, really. Yeah, it was really, really great stuff, though. I felt like the brotherly dynamic was really, really nice. Obviously, like I said, season 9, it was a bit of a whirlwind, wasn't it? But I think that's what we also needed to see, a bit of levity. I mean, there's going to be that angst, but we did need to see a bit of levity between Sam and Dean's dynamic. So when they were in that car and, Kate was asleep, that was really, there was a really, really nice moment there. And like I said, even, Dean taking the piss out of Sam for spraining his arm. Like, I've gone through this, I've gone through that, but you've sprayed your arm, so... as well as it's a nice, obviously, reference to, Jared still being a bit banged up, so, but, we needed a bit of levity, whilst also not completely removing the pain that is currently residing in Dean's head, because, Dean, at the end of the day, Dean still went through something traumatic, and it's, as I've mentioned, it's so much so that the whole family creed of hunting monsters, saving people, family business, that is more important than ever before, because of the fact that he went through something bad. He went through something that just leaves him with this. There is a stain on his arm, but there's also a stain in his heart in regards to how he just feels embarrassed. He just feels repulsed about who he became. So there needs to be a bit of levity between the brothers, to not just take Dean's mind off things, but also to put him in a good place, because he does, at the end of the day, he does need to be focused in terms of finding monsters to take care of and, doing good in regards to helping people. But he also needs his brother there. Those are the two anchors at the minute for Dean, I would say, in regards to what he's currently contending with, in regards to his own issues. So yeah, but it was a really good episode, all things considered. When you might think, okay, well, this is something low key, it's not going to be an important episode, but I feel like it was definitely important in terms of Dean trying to, figuring out where Dean is mentally, and seeing the similarities in regards to Kate and Tasha to Dean and Sam. So, good stuff. I'll see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Check my videos on the right if you want to check out more of my content. You can also subscribe to my media feeds and channel if you want to. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Hope you guys take care, and I will see you guys next time.